What happens when you fuse together the worlds of retro gaming and urban chicken farming? You get a new locally made video game called Flap Happy. Joining us now to talk about the game is the marketing manager of Mega Cat Studios, Dan Lavoie, and the co-founders of Rent the Chicken, Homestead Jen and Homestead Phil. I am so happy to have you three today. And Jen, you and I were talking. I am such a fan of your entire company at the home show. You are my first stop every time. Every time we're walking in, my husband's like, Kelly, we are not renting chickens. I'm like, oh, we're gonna do it. We are most certainly gonna do it. So thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Sure thing.
Before we talk about the game, I'd really like to hone in on Rent the Chicken for people who are not familiar with the company. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Of course. So we are Rent the Chicken. We're based here in the greater Pittsburgh area, but we have locations all over the United States and Canada. So people can enjoy hosting backyard hens from spring till fall with a coop that we provide, 2 to 4 egg laying hens. If it's not a good fit, they can chicken out.
Oh,
we'll
see, it's the
pick
puns
cover.
for me.
Yeah.
I love them.
We're always cracking people up.
You really are. You really, she's here all day, folks. This is the best. Best way to start the weekend. And you guys brought in special guests here that were actually named backstage, and I'm very excited to hear about this.
Would you like the honor?
Yes, this is Abraham.
Abraham.
Heather.
Yes, you made it.
And this is Parmesan.
Oh my God, this is just so fun. I'm telling you, your entire company is great. So you bring everything that someone would need to have chickens at their home.
That's right. Yeah.
Awesome. That's fresh eggs every weekend morning. Remember that. And what kind of inspired this collaboration? Because I just think it makes so much sense.
Well, we have a game coming out to Kickstarter. It's actually on Kickstarter right now called Flap Happy. It's for the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. So it's an 8-bit avian game, an adventure. And we thought, like, what kind of things would people love about a chicken in a game? What would they love more about that? Having a chicken at home. So we took those two things and like, you know what, this would be a great thing. Let's see if we can get together and get people excited about chickens in a game and chickens in their own backyard. We love the game. We're really excited to get into people's hands, plug it into their classic Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and then maybe after they're playing, surviving through great levels of getting their chicken to the end, you know, maybe they want to get a chicken in their backyard. So we thought, what a weird and fun connection for them.
It really is. And I think that it's at the perfect timing, too, with all these retro gaming systems coming back. We now have a Nintendo in our basement. My husband's 40 years old, so this is going nowhere.
Right.
And I'm very happy that you guys obviously followed that trend. But what can people expect from playing? Because I do love how it looks a little bit more old school. We have a preview for it right here. So what games really influence this? Because although it does look familiar, this is one of a kind.
Yeah, so you'll probably remember back a bunch of years ago, there was a game called Flappy Bird that had some fun mechanics that took the world by storm briefly. And this is kind of a little bit inspired by that. This is an 8-bit game, again, for the Nintendo and also Super Nintendo on our Kickstarter right now. You can get an actual physical cartridge to put in your console. And this game was inspired like in those kind of games. It's a matter of like flapping survival to get through levels, get to different platforms, get high scores, you know, get the fastest run. And we think people are really gonna kind of love this dip in the retro.
Absolutely. And I really love how you have the cartridge because then we can blow on it like we did when we were kids.
Absolutely.
And there will be nothing wrong with your cartridge. Just make sure that you blow on it before you put it in for old time's sake.
Right.
This is so fun. So also, where can avid retro game lovers pick this up? And where can they find you and Rent the Chicken, respectively? Homestead Jen, if you'd like to go first.
Yeah, so rentthechicken.com. We also have our hatching program called Hatch the Chicken that is at hatchthechicken.com.
Okay, well, let's talk about that real quick. What do we do there?
It's a 5-week inside project, 3 weeks of the eggs in the incubator, 2 weeks of hosting the baby chicks. Just when they're not so cute, we pick them up and take them back.
Oh my
Heather
God.
participated with us last year. Her kids went banana. Oh, Heather went bananas.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like my kids are going to be participating this year. Sorry, Hubs, I just signed us up, and I am amped up about that. So where can we find the game for you?
If you go to Kickstarter, you can flap your way over. The game is Flap Happy on Kickstarter. You'll be able to find it there. You can also find us at megacatstudios.com. All our social media goes by the same thing. We love retro gaming. We love giving you those classic cartridges and those classic systems. It's what we do every day. It's our passion. So we're really excited for you guys to come check out our games and see what other great things we have coming. We have Kickstarters that launch every month for these classic retro games, and you'll see a full lineup over the course of a year for new games that are coming.
Very cool. And what better to support a local video game creator? I mean, really, what you guys did here is incredible, so fun. Again, make sure that you support this Kickstarter and you blow on that cartridge before you put it back in that Nintendo. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is awesome. For more information on Flap Happy, Mega Cat Studios, and Rent the Chicken, you can head to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. And now we have Felicia Woody standing by. Felicia, is it a good weekend to just stay inside and play some video games?
I would say that you're probably going to want to stay inside as the rooster is crowing tomorrow morning.
Right.
He's probably going to be covered in some snow. We have winter weather alerts in place, and I'm breaking it all down and what you need to know coming up after the break.